This is the Evil Never Dies podcast with Brett and Carl. This podcast may contain adult themes, violence, and strong language. Listener discretion is advised.
What's up, everybody? Episode 205, I think. Is it 205?
305.
305, yeah. Fuck, I'm 100 off.
You're 100 off. I got a new microphone and a new wire, so hopefully I'm not popping like I've been hearing myself pop.
I got my camera set just right.
You do. You look good on camera now. I'm giving praises there to Bubba. Yeah, your camera looks great, dude.
I think I finally got my lighting situation.
You do. The lighting looks great.
So,
and that Terminator light's not sticking out of your eye this week.
Yeah, no shit. That's funny.
So hopefully I have no more popping. I've been noticing it. I don't know if anybody else has, but it was bugging the crap out of me.
Well, you said you took the cable apart and it was fucking bare wires.
Bare wires.
What kind of shit's Amazon selling, man? Jesus.
Shit. Look, I got Buffy there right now. See her back there?
Oh, yeah. Do you got a what do you call it, doll?
What doll?
What the hell? What the hell is it? From The Conjuring.
Annabelle?
Annabelle, you got an Annabelle?
Just a little bitty one, but let me grab something real quick since it's Christmas. Hold on.
Okay. Carl's grabbing something real quick. Let's see what he's got for a surprise. I wonder if it was one of his birthday presents.
No.
Oh, Pete.
Peter P. Look, he's even got boots on now. So he's now, and look, what he's got. Whoops. Santa Claus.
Oh, he is so weird looking.
Funny, man. God, he smells funny. Yeah, he's got this weird odor to him. Not a bad odor, but
piss.
No, he smells sort of like pee.
Does he?
Well, nobody won the contest, so I guess I won it.
Yeah.
And I got a t-shirt for my birthday.
Yeah.
I actually could use an extra one because I wear that shirt all the time. So Peter P is dressed for Christmas for this Christmas episode.
He's just so strange looking, dude.
I'm thinking about rearranging the setup behind me and putting him on there full time. But right now he's going to sit on my lap.
Frank's got his Santa hat on too.
Yeah, and this thing hasn't fallen, so it survived the final week of Christmas, the Grinch, whatever we call it.
Is that a Grinch stocking?
I think so.
It looks like stuff's in there.
There is.
Oh.
So we went through a whole bunch of ideas for Christmas movies.
Yeah,
I don't think either one of us was real pleased with any of them. So I was like, well, I know what's a good Christmas movie. The problem is it's still in the theater somewhat.
Yeah, it is.
And it is the Terrifier 3.
Yes, I believe this would be considered a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie.
Yes, it is.
Brett got a Christmas gift of $20. I said, here, go buy this on digital. So Mr. Slick here is like, well, I'm just going to rent it, and then I'm going to take the other 10 and put in to get the Blu-ray when it comes out.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that works.
Well, I guess there's supposed to be a special edition Blu-ray coming out too that's got an extra 20 minutes.
Well, when will that one come out?
I don't know. Probably I don't know. Probably after it gets out of the theater, because I guess they're going to have a showing on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day back in the theaters because it's not wide release right now.
Yeah, but it's enough to
So
where it kept the price high. But I was so tired of waiting to see this, so I bit the bullet and got it. I mean, if
yeah,
they come out with a special edition later, then maybe I'll consider getting it. But I'm happy with the digital copy.
I'm definitely buying the Blu-ray for this for sure.
I'll wait till the special edition
Well,
comes out.
that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Usually they'll release the unspecial edition first, and then they'll release the special edition. Marketing ploy.
Wait,
So,
wait.
I almost called it Terminator. Uh, Terrifier Part 3. I don't think we covered Part 2 yet, so we're
No, we
skipping
did part
that.
one. See, we're jumping the fuck around again, but oh well.
Oh well, it's a Christmas movie, and that's what we decided to do.
Yep.
We were gonna do. What'd you call? What was that movie called? Something
Oh, I can't even think of the
I
name of
can't
it
even
now.
think of it. We'll save that for next year.
All right. All right. Terrifier 3, directed by Damien Leone, written by Damien Leone, produced by Phil Falcone, cinematography by George Stuber, edited by Damien Leone, music by Paul Wiley. What'd you think of the soundtrack, Carl?
I thought the soundtrack was really good, and I actually was trying to find it, but it's not on Apple Music anywhere.
No, it's not yet. I look for it
Just
too.
the Ice Nine Kills song, which is good.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Production companies: Dark Age Cinema, Bloody Disgusting, The Coven, Fuzz on the Lens Productions, distributed by Cineverse, Iconic Events Releasing, which I have no idea who that is. Independent distributor.
There is no big studio involved in this.
No.
Thank God, because it's kept it good.
Yep.
Once Paramount or Warner Brothers or somebody gets involved, it's going to get jacked.
Yep. Release dates. It appeared at Fantastic Fest on September 19th, 2024, and then was released on October 11th, 2024 in the United States, wide release. And it made a killing. We'll get to that in a second here. Has a running time of 125 minutes. Country of origin, United States, English language. Budget was $2 million.
Wow. Which
And
I'm sure is significantly more than part one and part two.
oh yeah, I think they were only like 500,000. I think Terrifier was like 300 and something thousand. And then he got a little more for Terrifier 2, and then a lot more for which really it's not a big budget for a horror movie for sure.
It's not, no. Your
But
camera's so good, I can see old Skinny over there with his fingers sticking out.
well, good. Uh so I guess so far it's made over $100 million at the box office.
And it's probably going to make that much on streaming.
Probably. Probably.
I don't know where it will eventually land as far as as far as, well, actually not streaming, but what do you call it when you buy the free streaming off of Vudu or Amazon?
I think it's just still considered streaming, isn't it?
Yeah, but you have to buy it. It's not on one of the servers or whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. I got a Sammy cup.
Hmm. Yeah, big
It's
time.
it's gonna make a killing on streaming.
Well, it like tenfolded its the budget on the first fucking week. So it made like 50 million almost in the first week.
Well, it made $30 off of me and you combined this week.
Yeah, exactly.
So there you go.
All right. Why don't you go over the plot, Carl?
Okay, this picks up directly after part two.
Well, actually, it's 5 years later.
Well, I think it starts. I thought it picked up right after part two in the beginning.
Yeah, it does, but
Then it
yeah,
jumps.
yeah. Then it jumps to 5 years later. Yeah.
Yeah, so Brett's messing with me here. He confused me.
Okay.
So
Continue.
Do we want to spoil part two?
Not really, no.
Okay, we'll just say that Art the Clown is I really don't know what's going on in the beginning. Um he has a new friend. The little weird girl is gone, and the lady from the first movie that was his first victim or something
Yep, yep,
is now his new cohort.
yep.
And they're running around. They do kill Chris Jericho. We'll spoil that. The rock star slash wrestler. And then they go back to the Art the Clown house, I guess it is. And they're doing all kinds of whack stuff in that house. And then they go into hibernation for 5 years.
Yep.
So there's a demolition crew going to tear the Art the Clown house down, and they wake them up. And they happen to wake them up, and guess what? It's Christmas. And Art the Clown is now back and better than ever. Now, in the very beginning, we see a sequence where Art the Clown plays Santa Claus, and it does not go well.
No, it doesn't.
Well, it does for me because I thought it was great.
I guess people were walking out because a lot of
Why?
stuff happens. A lot of stuff happens in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, the first 5 minutes is yeah. I don't
Uh,
know
and I guess people were walking out and puking
why.
and all that shit. I don't know. I guess because
It's
of how
not that
violent.
bad.
It's fucking brutal shit, dude. The whole movie is just brutal.
It wasn't that bad. Or am I just that crazy?
I don't know. I, it it's just you got to be a gore fan for sure.
Okay, well that the plot's hard to describe. I don't even know what was going on with the whole Chris Jericho part, and there was a baby born in the middle of it, I guess. Would you consider that a baby?
I don't know. I don't
There
know.
was a birthing.
It's just weird.
There was a birth. So yeah, it's just Art the Clown, and it's brutal and it's madness.
Yes. Throughout basically the whole goddamn movie. So, yeah. All
But it
right,
is a
let's
Christmas movie.
yes it is. All right, let's go over the cast here. We got David Howard Thornton as Art the Clown.
And is he ever fucking good? Man,
Yeah,
man,
he
man.
nobody else could play.
Well, somebody did play Art in that
Well,
original All Hallows Eve, but
yeah, but yeah, just
honestly, that's some of the best acting I've ever seen.
it's just there's a comedic aspect to him, because of course he's a clown, and just the gestures he makes and stuff.
Yeah, the dude's awesome, man. Nobody could replace him.
All
He
right,
may not
next
have been the first, but he will be the last.
exactly. Lauren Lavera as Sienna Shaw.
She's from the second movie.
Yep. Elliot Fulham is Jonathan Shaw. That is Sienna's
Brother,
Uh,
sister.
Samantha Scafidi as Victoria Hayes. Um, she's the victim, I guess, his first victim or
That
whatever.
yeah, whatever that thing is.
Yeah. Next up, we got Margaret Ann Florence as Jess Shaw, Greg's wife, Gabby's mother, and Sienna and Jonathan's aunt, who is the older sister of their mother, Barbara. Again, refer to part two.
Mhm.
Next off, we got Bryce Johnson as Greg Shaw. We just explained that whole mess right there.
Yes.
Anatella Rose as Gabby Shaw.
Now that girl did one of the best jobs I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, little girl,
I think she's about 12.
12, 13. Yeah.
She was phenomenal in this movie. I hope to see her go far horror genre, whatever genre she picks.
Yep. Next up, we got Chris Jericho as Adam Burke. He's an orderly in the psychic hospital.
And he played a dick.
He was a fucking idiot in it. I think they wanted him to be an idiot, though.
Well, Jericho's good at playing that in wrestling.
Next off, we got Daniel Roebuck as Santa Claus. Santa Claus 2, really.
Yeah, Santa Claus 2.
We got Tom Savini.
I thought I saw Tom Savini in this.
He always does them parts where like he's being interviewed.
Yeah.
Almost every cameo he's made, he's being like interviewed by a news reporter or something.
I just barely caught that. Is that Savini? And it was, yeah.
Yep. Next we got Jason Patrick as Michael Shaw.
The Jason Patrick.
Yep. I guess Chrissy Fox is Jennifer. Alexa Blair Robertson is Mia. And she was the podcaster. She played a part of a podcaster. Mason Macataria as Cole, Jonathan's dorm mate. Stephen Cofield as Officer Evans. Clint Howard is Smokey, and he did an awesome job in this too. I love Clint Howard, dude.
Yeah.
He's fucking awesome. Annie Ledberman as Graven Image co-host, the podcast co-host. Bradley Stryker as Eddie, and John Abrahams as Dennis.
The Menace.
And that is the cast for Terrifier 3. So let's see.
Yeah, the soundtrack I can't find on Apple Music. I don't know if it's on Spotify or not.
I haven't looked.
I couldn't find part 2 soundtrack, honestly.
Really?
So I don't know where maybe they're not on Apple Music. I don't know. I don't have Spotify, so I can't look. I can't look.
All right. I guess we'll go over some trivia then.
Yeah, because I don't want to spoil this movie at all. Just the fact that Jericho gets killed. That will spoil because I like it.
All right. Legendary makeup artist John Caglione Jr., most famous for working on the Dark Knight's Joker makeup, told Damienleone he was a fan of Terrifier 1 and 2 and offered to work on the film, which Leone quickly accepted. Is it Leone or Leone?
Leon, I believe.
Leone, okay.
I might be wrong. I'm not sure, so I shouldn't really say.
Because I've heard it pronounced both ways on
I have too.
other stuff, so. All right. Director Damienleone said that several big studios showed interest in financing this movie based on the unexpected success of Terrifier 2, even without a full script, but he turned them all down because he is certain that they would have shot him down on all kinds of shit. So
They would have.
and stuff he calls very controversial, you know.
What's controversial about it?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just a gore fest.
It's a gore fest.
And he does such a good job on,
like
on
I said, I
on
saw
his
two
stuff.
times where he messed up though.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
it'll be in that part 2.
Okay.
Maybe. Or not part 2, the expanded disc. There's 2 parts that I noticed that something didn't happen. We'll talk about that later.
Okay. When making Terrifier 1 and 2, Damienleone stated in interviews that the crew consisted of only 5 to 10 people, depending on the day which he was shooting certain scenes and which crew members would actually work. For Terrifier 3, there were dozens of people on set every day with dedicated crew departments. So that probably made stuff run a lot smoother
Probably.
when you got, because shit, you got 5 to 10 people. They're probably doing 4 or 5 things of each. So yeah, I guess this might be a little bit of a spoiler.
No, don't spoil.
Well, okay, I won't read that one. Damn it. Distributor Cineverse had only one request, that was to make the film under 2 hours long. Damienleone, who served as his own editor, again recalled ripping out pages while filming to make the film shorter, realizing it would be too long and not have time to film the scenes. The ending was much longer and was cut down. Despite trying his best to meet his request, Damien submitted his final edit at 2 hours and 5 minutes. So,
And that's where it ended up.
that's where it ended up, except for, I guess, this extended scene or whatever it is. Extended scenes or.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, this ain't a spoiler because I'm sure nobody would be surprised that Art the Clown shoots somebody, right?
Yeah.
Well, he shot somebody in the head, but it did not show that shot. It just showed the guy laying on the ground. I'm like, why didn't they show boom? They show everything else. I caught that part. I
Okay.
thought it was weird.
Now that I think about it, yeah, that is sort of
Yeah,
strange.
he's just laying on the ground bleeding, but it did not show the shot. I thought that I just caught when I was watching, I'm like, that's weird. And then I was like, I wonder what else they're not going to show. And that's the only thing I really caught. There was one other part which they should have cut out because it involved a kid. But other than that, brutal.
Towards the end of the film, there's a woman on a bus reading a book called The Ninth Circle. The author's picture is that of the film's costume designer, Olga Turka. In an interview with Damienleone, he stated that it took 6 years to make Terrifier 2, as he and his producer, Phil Falcone, were doing every job on the production and underestimated how ambitious it would become to complete. With Terrifier 3, Damien faced a new challenge of writing and completing production within a single year to meet the release date. Production barely made it on time for its September premiere at the Fantastic Fest. So he was fucking
Moving.
moving. So that's a lot to do in that amount of time, though, man, for a 2 hour and 5 minute movie. Shit.
Especially when you're not, with a big studio or any help.
All right. This is the first horror film since Saw 3 from 2006 to receive the 18 rating in France. No one under 18 admitted, equivalent to the NC-17 here in the US.
Well, what was this thing rated?
Unrated in the US, I think. Pretty sure. Damienleone, several interviews stated that the Christmas theme was directly influenced by the 1972 film and 1989 TV series adaptation of Tales from the Crypt. Both featured a story called "And All Through the House" about a mental patient dressed as Santa on a killing spree. This is Leone's favorite version of a killer Santa, and the cold open of Terrifier 3 is an homage to it.
I thought he was going after the Silent Night, Deadly Night. So I'm glad to know that because I'm not a big fan of that movie. So I'm glad to know that it was
and all the sequels
and
to it.
all 15 sequels to it.
Are they still making them damn things?
Yeah, they're still making them. So oops, spilled water. I'm glad that it wasn't an homage to that.
Several homages to the classic horror movies were in this film, including Art's face through the hole in the white door for The Shining, The window art is sitting in the rocking chair is the same shape as the Amityville windows. Also a reference to a body popped up at a window in the original Black Christmas. Also the shower scene for Psycho and Scarface.
Okay.
Brutal. Brutal, I tell you. All right. In one scene, the woman reading The Ninth Circle by an author called Rosemary Cassavetes. This is in reference to both the original short film where Art the Clown first appeared, The Ninth Circle from 2008, and Rosemary's Baby from 1968, which features the titular character Rosemary and also characters with the surname Castavete.
Hey, is that Art the Clown on the wall?
Yeah, it is. It is Art. That's
I
that.
just noticed you got Art in a good
That's that.
spot.
Print I got what 2 years
2
ago at
years
the
ago, yeah,
Texas Haunter Gym. Yeah, this outgrossed Terrifier 2 within the first weekend of release.
I knew it would.
This is the second film unrated by the MPPA to open at #1 at the domestic box office in the 21st century after Renaissance, a film by Beyonce from 2023. What? Beyonce? What?
Had an
What was that?
NC-7.
Is that her concert movie or something?
How would that have been rated NC-17?
I have no idea. Unrated is supposed to be.
Well, that's what I meant. Same difference.
I don't know, man. Oh well. All right. The production used two makeup teams, Oscar-winning Tinsley Studio and the Tom Savini and Jason Baker led Coliseum Studios. Savini, like we said, cameos in the film as a civilian witness on the news.
Like you said, he's always getting
He
interviewed. So
always is. Uh, like the same as the remake of the Dawn of the Dead. He was. You got to shoot him in the head.
yeah, I remember that.
Let's see here. First film in the series to feature special effects makeup not done by Damienleone. So I'm sure he had a big hand in it for sure.
There were still intestines scattered everywhere. That seems
Yeah.
to be his thing.
Yeah. Brutal, man. I'm telling you. Two distribution sources noted that DreamWorks Animation and Universal's The Wild Robot saw a noticeable bump and speculate that teenagers and young teens bought tickets to that film and snuck into Terrifier 3.
Oh, back we used to do in the 80s. I don't know how you do that anymore because all the seats are reserved. Unless they're sitting up in the front where nobody sits.
Yeah, that's funny.
That is funny.
Frank Stallone was in talks to play Jesus, but turned it down.
That would have been great.
Yeah, oh, he bet he wished he did it now.
Yeah.
Clint Howard in this film is also featured in the film Silent Night, Deadly Night 4 Initiation from 1990, Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, The Toy Maker in 1991, which featured a slasher killer dressed as Santa Claus, something this film pays homage to.
Yeah.
The first Terrifier film to be filmed in anamorphic 239.1 lenses. Wanted to give it like that Carpenter feel, I guess.
I guess.
Metal band Ice Nine Kills, who are known for writing songs about horror movies, released a work of art about the Terrifier franchise. The song can be heard in the background when Jonathan walks in on his roommate and roommate's girlfriend.
Well, I'm trying to find information on the soundtrack, and I can't find anything on it. Matter of fact, somebody posted, "Where's the soundtrack for Terrifier 3?"
Hmm.
I don't think nobody knows where it is.
U-
Anyway,
USA Today has named Terrifier 3 as one of the top 10 most highly anticipated horror films of 2024. I guess
I guess.
$100 million. What do you think? The shower scene was leaked onto YouTube on October 8th of 2024, just days before it was released at the film festival thing.
Okay.
In the scene involving the character Burke, played by Chris Jericho, he is using a cup with the Stone Cold Steve Austin logo on it. Did you notice that?
I did
I
not.
didn't either. And that's about all I got for trivia. So
Well, I'm gonna let you go first tonight. Tell me what you think.
brutal. There's
It is
nothing else I
brutal.
can say, dude.
That's what I text you. I said, I watched it, and you're like, how was it? I said, brutal.
I was like,
It's brutal.
I'm definitely buying this on Blu-ray when it comes out.
You ain't even about the first two yet.
Well, I'm gonna get them now. I'm gonna have the, and I'm gonna buy
Okay.
all. I'm gonna buy All Hallows Eve too. I'm gonna get them all on Blu-ray.
Okay.
I've decided. So, yeah, I give this a 5, hands down for sure. Love Art the Clown. Love all the films.
That it?
That's about it, man. There ain't nothing more I can say. Fucking 5
Okay. Well, I
thumbs
give some
up,
more, a
man.
little bit more detail. I think these
Just
movies have
just
gotten better with each one.
yeah, they have. They
Because
have.
when we watched the first one, I'm like, well, that was good, but watch the second one, I'm like, the second one was a lot better.
Well, just the story. It's
The
kept the
story gets,
storyline
yeah.
the whole,
And now we've got
throughout
a
the.
good, in part two, the storyline continues into part three, and part three's better. Brutal, like I said, I missed a couple. I don't know why the shooting part, why that bugs me so. Wasn't there enough brutality? Yeah, it was plenty brutal.
Couldn't have had a
Um,
good head blowing.
but I'm telling you, this movie's sort of, it sort of doesn't take itself totally serious, and that's what I think makes it good.
Yeah.
I think if it was just total brutal without any kind of humor,
You
it
know what
wouldn't be
it's.
worth watching.
I describe it as a bad fucking nightmare. Is what I describe it as, dude.
I
It's
can see that, but I
yeah.
think I'm glad that they got that little bit of mystic. We got a magic sword that appeared in part two. It
And there
returns in part three.
and there's a little bit of a paranormal demonish type
There
thing going
is.
on too.
So that is what I think makes the Terrifier movies, as they keep going, are getting better and better.
He stayed with the same storyline basically, but then he's added little bits
He's
and bits
added to it.
to go
Having
on.
the Sienna character come back was good. It's
Yeah.
some continuality, I guess would be the word, and the brother. And
Which
I'm gonna give it a
I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's a thing about that whole thing too with the
yeah. Well,
brother.
I'm gonna give it a 5 as well. I cannot, especially as a Christmas movie.
Exactly.
There is one Christmas movie that's better, and that is the Krampus.
Yeah, Krampus is good.
Krampus.
Krampus.
Krampus. Krampus. Krampus.
Oh,
That is the only Christmas movie I would say is better than Terrifier 3. Because Terrifier 3 just takes place at Christmas, whereas the Krampus is an actual about Christmas movie. And
yeah.
then you got the Grinch. He's good too.
All right. Well, I guess that's all we got for
That's all we got.
Terrifier 3 and Art the
Recommend,
Clown.
but warning, if you don't like gore and you don't like
Yeah.
brutality and you don't like intestines,
Todd Hedges, don't go
don't
see this.
watch it. Don't watch it. Jimbo, watch it.
I think Jimbo went to theater and
Jimbo
see
went to, yeah, he
he
did.
got the
That's his sin.
collector's cup. That's the only reason I wanted to go see it in the theater was get that collector's cup.
Well, I wish we'd have bought the Art the Clown from Party City now, because Party City's going out of business.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure somebody will sell an Art the Clown next year. We may have to buy one.
Yeah. I love
We'll
Art
put
the
him.
Clown. He just does such a good job with that character, man.
Well, those animatronics really weren't very good last year, so maybe they'll come out with something better.
Yeah, our buddy Greg Bazzelli's got one.
I know Greg's got one.
He did a video and he made a drink for the show they were doing tonight too.
That's
So
too freaking cool.
he had Art the
Okay, well,
Clown
that's what
there.
I would say. Recommend, unless you don't like gore and you don't like bad violence and injuries to children.
Stupid violence, man. It's just some crazy ass shit.
Art's crazy. Well, that's all I got.
All right,
Thumbs
that's all
up,
I got too.
5-star. Recommend, unless you're faint at the stomach, I guess, or just
Yeah,
an asshole or something.
we're immune to that.
We
shit.
are. Yeah, I'm sitting there watching it and I'm complaining because of a gunshot wound. That's how immune I am to it. Never mind people getting blown up and chainsawed up and rats thrown down their throat, all kinds of fun.
See, you're giving spoilers away now.
It's not spoilers. Nobody knows if that even happened or not. Just like when the reindeer comes in and smushes that guy's head. Oops. Okay, we better end now.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
thanks everybody.
Don't you got something to tell us about a new
Oh yeah, we got a new podcast
new server
now, so Spreaker. That'll all be in the show notes from now on too. So
But now we're gonna have commercials.
yeah.
I don't know if that's good or bad. I guess it's good. We're good enough to get commercials.
Well, if you pay enough, you can get commercials. That's the whole thing. They charge you. They're charging you for that feature, unless you're our buddy Jerry Pauly. I'm sure he didn't have to pay with all the ad revenue he made. So
Yeah.
that's why we're also keeping that show going too. We're going to be doing some segments on there also.
Yes,
So
we are, and I look forward to
I'm
that.
very proud to do that too, to help Tracy out. And we still got a couple of shirts left too. I think we only got like 5-6 left now. So
$20.
yeah, $20. It's like 28. And if you're in the US, it's like $28.
And all we got is large and extra large left.
Yep. So get a shirt. They're cool looking, I think. I'm not just being biased either. They're actually a cool looking shirt. I like the black and white now, or white on black.
People send me friend requests on Facebook. I've been adding a lot of people these last few weeks.
Oh, cool.
Carl Todd on Facebook. I'm easy to find. www.carltodd.com.
The one and only.
Well, there is a Dr. Carl Todd somewhere. It's not.
Oh, there is.
And then there was one in a Batman game.
Oh, yeah.
And that's all I got. Anything else?
No, that's about it. Thanks for watching and listening, everybody. That's it. Stay evil. Shit. Bye. Oh, and Merry Christmas.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Merry Christmas.
Bye, everybody.
You survived the most famous serial killer since Jack the Ripper. The 5-year anniversary is coming up. I think a lot of people would really like to hear from you after all this time. Want to know what it's like to be in the presence of that kind of evil. What goes through your brain when he's close enough to you. You feel his breath. I saw him today.
Who? How can you be sure it was really him?
I could feel it.
Who is this Santa? He's scaring my kid.
Yeah, he's scaring me too.
Hey, Santa's handing out presents!
Why would he come back here? Even if he was alive, which he isn't. Wouldn't you want to get as far away from here as possible, as far away from you?
We both know this isn't over. I have to go back to the Terrifier.
It's still buried there, isn't it?
It might be the only thing that can stop them.
forward to the best Christmas ever, filled with fun, smiles, and laughter.